I'm trying to tell y'all, YouTube has changed, and it's still to this very, 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 very point changing my life. So as y'all seen in the last video, I got a little bit over 15, and that was for last month. But this month, it's projected to be a little bit over 20. So with that, I'm gonna push for this next month, and I'm gonna try to push out a lot of content to pretty much double that. And it's a lot of different things that I'm trying to do with bringing in this type of money. And I'm telling you, I'm from Detroit. YouTube will literally let you get paid. I'm from Detroit, Michigan. Like, YouTube let anybody get paid, and this is real life. Like, I'm a testimony. Like, I'm in a city, I'm in the hood. Like, I step outside my door, it's a danger zone. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, for me to be in a situation like this and to get money like this and get to a point to where eventually I get my ducats up and I can move away from over here and move my family away from over here and don't necessarily have to deal with this type of behavior that's over here. So I'm gonna just break down a few things to y'all about YouTube. So if you gonna do YouTube, do not quit your job. Keep your job. Do not quit your job. If you have a 9 to 5, I don't know who said that was a bright idea, unless you actually got connections in the YouTube world. I would highly suggest not to quit your job to go pursue YouTube full time. I would say keep your job. If you have one, if you have two, I'm working 2 jobs, and I'm pushing content out to 3 different channels, this one included. So there's 3 channels, I'm pushing content, and I'm working 2 jobs. But I'm probably about to end up quitting one of my jobs because there's no reason for me to be working 2 anymore. I can actually breathe and have a nice, decent amount of breathing space. I can actually, take my mom on vacation and let her rest, because she's done so much for me, and I've been waiting so long for this YouTube stuff to work. So long. And now that it's working, I can give her everything that I need to give her before, something end up happening to her. So YouTube is for anybody. You could be young, you could be old, you could be literally a kid, 2, 3, 4. You could be a teenager, 12, 13, 14, or no, 13, 14, 15. You get me? You can be an elder, you could be 60, 70 doing this. It don't matter. You could be 100 years old. You could pick up a camera and still make videos. People love hearing story times. You don't even necessarily have to talk about YouTube how I talk about YouTube. You could talk about story times. Like, if you a war veteran, you could literally talk about the stuff that you've seen and the stuff that you did over across seas when you were in the army back in 1960 or 1930 or something like that. People want to hear about the history and the difference from back then till now. People like to hear that type of stuff. But YouTube is literally letting me make money to help my family, to feed my family. They're blessing me enough to come to y'all and let y'all know what's going on, for y'all to take these same steps to bless y'all family with the same steps that I'm literally going through right now. I'm going through the motions. Like, for me to have, like, I've never seen 20K legally, cash, money. I've never seen it legally without doing something unnecessary for it. So for that to be like this, just from me doing this, it's only one explanation. The man upstairs. There's only one explanation that all this is even happening and going down right now. So aside from that, you talk about YouTube. If you want to put yourself on the radar, I've noticed I follow a lot of different creators who talks literally about YouTube, whether they talking about how to get 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours, how to grow, how to get monetized quick, how they got demonetized. All these different type of videos is niched, and you have to take that into account when you talk about YouTube. It's all about triggering the algorithm. It's all about triggering the algorithm. And what I mean by that is talk about YouTube in the video. Make sure the tag is related to YouTube. Make sure the title is related to YouTube. Make sure the added tags, which are below, which if you're on YouTube Studio, you can access those extra tags. If you're on laptop, PC, you can access those same tabs by going to edit the video, and off to the right side, it'll be on the right side. So, and niching down is a really good thing. I would say it depends on what you talk about. I know for a fact, that's what I was saying. See, I'm all over the place. That's what I was saying. So I've been watching a few channels where people are talking about YouTube, fresh channels talking about YouTube, and then now they're literally slowly taking off. Now, if you stay consistent, that's the main thing I tell people. If you're gonna get on social media, stay consistent. I don't care if you post a little 10-minute BS little video, you just kicking it with your homeboys. Of course, don't incriminate yourself. But if you just doing a little video, just upload something. Keep it consistently going. Consistency. That's the way you're gonna win at this YouTube thing. You stay consistent, you don't have nothing to worry about. Like, I did miss a day on, like, not this video, but the video before. That was 3 days ago. And I did miss it because I had to double up on my work day. I had to work a double, and I wasn't really, you know what I'm saying, up to par, with doing this. But I want to help people who are like me, small content creators, small YouTubers, people who are from poverty, people from the hood. Like, I want to help everybody make money. You can do this from sitting at your crib. You can do this going out with your friends, doing, like, you know what I'm saying, showing your life. And all I ask, I don't care that people come to me. I'll give you free game all day. All I ask is be the same person that you was when I first met you. Don't switch up, Because I got a little money that ain't gonna make me switch up. If anything, I need to go over my account, look up some things, figure some stuff out. And I'm dishing it to people who actually was holding me down when I was actually down and didn't have nothing, or I was down and letting my ego get in the way and not wanting to ask nobody for nothing. And for some reason, people still being connected to me spiritually and knowing that I need something, but I'm not saying nothing. And they don't even have to be around me. They just feel that spiritual connection. Like, oh, you need this? Like, dang, how you know? Because I can feel it. Okay, all right, I need that. And it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to ask for help. Now, with that being said, YouTube is doing this weird thing where they're pushing out small content creators. And it's not weird, because this should have been a thing. It should have been a thing. We shouldn't even be going over this. This should have been a thing way back 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago when everybody was starting out. Y'all pushing out all the high top creators. I'm like, the small creators are the ones with the story. The ones at the top, when you actually pay attention, they done some weird, unnecessary, freaky deaky stuff to get to the top, or some unexcusable type stuff, but we ain't gonna get into that. So, talk about YouTube. That's one. That'll get you anywhere. Talk about cooking. That'll get you somewhere. I promise you. YouTube, cooking, anything educational or financial. Educational and financial falls under the same umbrella. You have to talk about stuff that is going to engage with the viewer. You know what I mean? Video gaming. Now, I would say video gaming, unless you know people, around in that field, that one could be a slow rise. It could be. But for me, I done made 2 or 3 different gaming channels, and my other 2, they're gone, they're deleted. But this last one I just made blew up as well. Maybe it's the way I play the games. I don't really add commentary to it. I used to add commentary to it, which those videos used to blow up bigger because I used to add like a funny comedic, type spin to it, but no. And then, but yeah, like I said, personal finance is really good, and podcast. And I'm really supporting everybody over here. I'm supporting who supported me. If I see you watching my videos, if I see you commenting down below, if I see when it says somebody like my videos, I see you pop up. Those are the people I'm supporting. If you're doing YouTube and you're trying to do this full time and you're trying to make 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60,000, $100,000, this is the way you're gonna do it. Stay consistent. Talk about something that people want to hear. They don't want to hear about your life. Even though some people got some stuff that's interesting in their life, you just have to bring it to that point and maybe create a whole nother channel for that, depending on what you're trying to talk about and depending on how it goes on your channel. But just don't give up. Stay consistent. I promise you, your break will come. Your time will come. You just have to stay consistent. And remember, 90 told you this first.